Hi, this is Chris, otherwise known as Shadow Wolf. I had posted a video unboxing and reviewing the new G-1 flight jacket, Navy flight jacket that I had received a few weeks ago, several weeks ago now. And I had promised that I would probably upload or make a follow-up video once I had gotten the patches and the name tag and stuff made for on it and sewn on. So I am going to do that now. It looks, I think it came out real well. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is the cockpit U.S. Navy issue G-1 flight jacket by Cockpit USA. I bought it through mypilotstore.com. This was to replace my issue G1 that when I was transferred from to active to reserves, it got stolen, lost, whatever. But I have a feeling it got stolen when the Navy was moving my stuff. So anyway, so here we go. So I think it came out real good. It looks real great. I have sewing skills, including on a machine. I have my own machine. So I went ahead and sewed them on myself rather than have somebody else do it. I used a very strong nylon thread and just a regular Singer old I think a 1934, 44 sewing machine, Singer sewing machine. So anyway, so yeah, so I got a new name tag, sort of a dress name tag, made for it. So here is one of the ones that I had that are original that I had when I was in the Navy, right here. And it's just got the embossed name in there, and then this one actually is embossed, and this came from flightjacket.com, and highly recommend them. These are beautiful. They're beautifully made. They are extremely high quality. And they're expensive. This is, I want to say this is about $60 for this one. But it's embossed, right? So this is kind of 3D. All of this isn't just like got the like printed on here. It's actually embossed, so it's got shape. It's got 3D shape. And then the actual wings are painted, hand painted. In this case. And then, of course, the embossed name. My call sign was Sonic. That's a long story, but yeah, that's the name I was given when I got into my first squadron. So as far as the patches are concerned, I've got USS Theodore Roosevelt. This is the basic patch for the USS Theodore Roosevelt. And these are just fabric patches. I thought about getting leather patches, and I still may get one for my squadron, but they are very expensive, and a lot of times you have to have them custom made. So I'm still looking at that. Then the main action I was in during my time was the Gulf War. So Operation Desert Shield, Storm, and Operation Provide Comfort. And this one's Operation Desert Storm, since that was the primary part of it, of course. And this is USS Theodore Roosevelt, 1991 Red Sea, Persian Gulf, Battle Force, USS Theodore Roosevelt, Carrier Air Wing 8. This is a pretty standard. There was one made which said Operation Desert Storm, which I also have, said Operation Desert Shield as well. And then over on the left shoulder, is the NAS Jacksonville, which is the base that I was Primarily based at in Jacksonville, Florida. And then, of course, the American flag. I found the right size and a really, really nicely made flag, like we had. This is the same exact size and the same shape and appearance as all of the flags on all of my flight jackets, like my greenies too, my CW 45s. Incidentally, the name tag is on. I also put Velcro. I sewed Velcro on, so I can change name tags to whatever. Like I said, this is mostly a dress name tag, so I remove this one unless it's a special occasion or I'm going out someplace nice, and then I will put my other name tags on in that case, like that one, which I don't. I mean, I care about them, but I'm not so concerned about them getting beat up because they're not, they're not so expensive. Anyway, so and then the American flag is also on Velcro. Over on the right chest, right side here, we got my squadron patch, which is HS9. Then the last squadron I was in was HS9 Sea Griffins. This is an original patch from that time. In fact, all but I think the Theodore Roosevelt patch are original to that time. But this is the same one we had too. Then this is the Battle E for HS9 for 1991. Battle Efficiency. And those again, that's original. And then Carrier Wing 8, which was when we were aboard USS Theodore Roosevelt and during Desert Storm, and pretty much everything prior to and during Desert Storm. And then after Desert Storm, we transferred to USS Saratoga, and then we became assigned to Carrier Wing 17. This is slipping down a bit. Sorry. But yeah, they went on real well. I was a little nervous because, of course, it's an expensive jacket. And I had really never sewn on leather before. Not with a machine. I've hand sewn leather, but I did not want to do that this time. I wasn't going to take the risk. So this worked out very well. That is all the patches that are on this jacket, and that's all the patches that I'm going to put on this jacket. No patches on the back. That's not really done. G1's kind of, it's not quite like you see. I mean, maybe in the old days it was like that. I mean, really old days, like 60s, 70s, might have done that. You don't really put leather or patches on them all over a leather jacket. So, because these can also be worn off base, they can be worn on base, they can be worn in uniform, so not just flight suits. So yeah, and then on the inside, I took one of my blood chits and sewed that in. I hand sewed that in, which I hand sewed the ones that I got during the war. That's what I did with those into the jackets and CW 45s. But that's hand sewn in there. It's silk, of course. And for anybody who doesn't know, oops, sorry, that's not going to work. For anybody who doesn't know about blood chits, they have greetings in this case, 5 different languages: English, Turkish, Arabic, Persian, or Farsi, and Kurdish. In case you get shot down, crashed, whatever, you're behind enemy lines, or you're, whatever, you're on the ground. You can take this out. Not everybody sews them into the back of there, especially if they're not, of course, wearing jackets, if it's too warm for jackets. But yeah, take this out, and hopefully you can find somebody who will help you get back to American, or at least Allied forces. So yeah, that looks real nice in there, I think. And I've already shown everything on the inside as far as the first video I did for the review. And then, I have, so in the front, one of the front pockets, there's a pin slot. So I've got my my HS9 re-enlistment pin in there. I don't know if that can be read. It's probably too shiny. But yeah, it's got the squadron insignia on the end, little domed end. So that's the one I keep in there. And that just goes right over the, of course, snaps right over the thing, and it stays in there real well, really. And then right now I just, so in all of my flight jackets I have one of my Squadron Challenge coins. We just had these made recently, actually. I designed, myself and my, he's my co-admin, but he was actually my Command Master Chief when I was in HS9. Both of us designed this coin. So they came out really good. They're kind of big. They're, I think they're 2¼ inches. I think. And then the backside has, I completely designed the backside, except for it's got all our commanding officers throughout our squadron history. It's got all the commanding officers around the outside edge. That was my Command Master Chief's idea. And then the center part, with the helicopter and the carrier and the wings and dipping sonar and stuff, that was all from, actually based upon photos I had taken when I was in the Navy. So yeah, so I keep that in this pocket here, and I've got one of them in every one of my flight jackets, so when I go around I can always take that out. So that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and put it on and show it actually on me, but it looks real nice. It was not hard to sew at all. With the proper, you have to get proper leather needles if you're going to use a machine. Got to get they're thicker, and they have a different kind of, they have a cutting point on them to get through the leather. Of course, the leather is very very tough, but it's still supple enough that it wasn't real difficult, and I had no problems at all. So I'm going to go ahead and go out and put this on and show it to you while I'm wearing it. So for reference, I pulled out my CWU 45Ps, the Sage Nomex jackets, and just to show you, this is what I mean by a lot of patches, just for reference. So, I've got several on the front, and a couple even on the sleeves, but then this is one of my greenies. And on the back, it's covered with patches. And this is more acceptable with these particular types of jackets, flight jackets, but not really with the G1s. So this is one of them. This is one of my CWU 45Ps. And this is the other, one of my other CWU 45Ps. So you got 3 on this sleeve. They're very similar, actually, those two. But yeah, so, and I'll show you the back, but the inside of this also has a bloodshed sewn into it. And sorry about that. But so that's a lot of patches. And you really wouldn't do this to a G1. Just for many reasons, not the least of which I think it really just, it looks great. I think it looks great on these greeny jackets, but I just don't think it looks that great personally, I don't think it looks that great on G1 on a leather jacket. You can and regulations also are kind of frowned upon it if you're actually in the military or whatever. Even if you're just wearing it around, yeah, people are gonna look at that and say, you really shouldn't be doing that. That's a little too Top Gun. So anyway, that's just for reference. And so here it is, and I love this jacket. I've worn it for several weeks now. I guess maybe 4 or 5 weeks now since I got it, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's very comfortable. It's warm when it's really cold out, and it's not terribly, like, it's not overwhelming when it's not that cold out. Not sure you could wear it. I mean, I'm not sure I could wear it anymore during the summer. When I was younger, I probably could, but because I was more resilient. But yeah, let me go ahead and zip it up here. The zipper is very smooth, but I think it looks unbelievably good. It looks exactly like the one I had in the Navy. It's exactly like it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around. I'm a little too close to this wall. So let me move this just a slight. There we go. So yeah, again, I can't recommend this jacket more highly. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's a very reasonable price for what you're getting. It's extremely well made. And it's holding up. Yeah, it's only been about like 4 or 5 weeks, about 5 weeks now, but it's holding up really well. I really like where this waist ends when it comes down to. But yeah, I'm just real stoked about it with the patches on it now. I think they look amazing. Yeah, so there's nothing on the back. You just saw that. There's nothing on the back. So yeah, so that's it. That's probably the last one I'll make about this jacket. Last review or this video that I'm going to make about this jacket. But if you're looking for one, I highly recommend the Cockpit Navy issue mil-spec G-1 flight jacket. It's absolutely wonderful. So, thanks.